Okay, before you clean any gun, you should always check and see if it's loaded. You take the magazine out, check the mag, it's not loaded. Put that off to the side away from your cleaning station. Check the chamber. As you can see, it's not loaded. Put the gun in the safe direction. You're going to have to pull the trigger because in order to take out the slide in the Glocks, you have to pull the trigger first. So, point in the safe direction, pull the trigger. Now you're going to hold it like so, pull back only a little bit, only a 1/4 inch, and you're going to have to pull down on this takedown lever right here at the same time. So you're going to pull it back, pull this down, and let it go. And off comes the slide. Now here's your frame, here's your slide. We'll put the frame off to the side. Now let's take out the spring guide rod, put that off to the side here. Also, out comes the barrel. Now this gun has been cleaned before, but I'll just show you the process right now for it. So first we'll start out with using the gun scrubber. Alright, take the gun scrubber, get a rag or something. This is a cotton rag that I like to use. You know, you can throw it in the washer, clean it up, and reuse it instead of wasting money on paper towels. So spray that with the gun scrubber and clean the inside of the rails, you know, of the slide. On both sides, get it all in the crevices, you know, get everywhere you can get, until it's clean. Do it over if you need to. Alright, you just want it to be clean. Alright, do the outside. Always scrub the outside of your gun too. You know, you want to make sure you get it all. Okay? Now you may need to do a little bit more scrubbing than this, but as I said before, I cleaned it before, so it looks pretty clean right now. Alright, we'll set this off to the side. Next, we'll focus on the barrel. Alright? Again, use the gun scrubber. Scrub the outside of the barrel. Get any dirt or debris off the outside. And now that we have the barrel, let's bring out the bore scrubber. Alright? We're going to do this now and let it sit inside the barrel so it can sit and dissolve any buildup, carbon buildup that's inside of the rifle and in the barrel. Alright? So we can move on, clean some other things, and then we can come back to it and hopefully dissolve most of the stuff. Alright? Just going to spray some in there like so. Alright, we'll set this off to the side. Now with your spring and spring guide rod, you don't really need to do much with it. I mean, you can still clean it, so we'll take out the gun scrubber again. Spray a little, clean out the outside, roll it a little bit inside the cloth to get inside of the spring, do all the sides, and that's pretty much it, you know. If you wanted to, you can take the spring down and put some oil in there, but it's kind of hard to do with one person. Alright, so we got the slide all pretty much cleaned up. We got the spring guide rod cleaned up. We got the barrel, outside the barrel cleaned up. We have the inside of the barrel soaking a little bit to dissolve anything. Let's move on to your frame. Now your frame, you need to clean it, but you don't need to clean it as much too. Really going to be focusing more on your slide and your barrel with the Glock. We can use the gun scrubber again, use the same rag, it's okay, and just wipe it down, you know. Wipe down all the metal, wipe down all the sides, the rails. And an important note, get inside the mag well, you know. Get inside there because it will be dirt. There will be dirt built up inside the mag as well. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for the frame. Alright, let's go back to the barrel. Okay, see how that's doing. Now we can take our cleaner rod with our wire brush, and we're going to go from the chamber to the muzzle. Alright, you never want to go the other way around. I don't think you'll be able to, because you won't be able to go the other way. It won't let you. But you want to go from chamber to muzzle. Now the reason for that is, one, you'll ruin the rifling of the gun, and which will affect your accuracy. Now, like I just did, I took the wire brush out first, and then I'll pull the guide rod out. And you might want to do this maybe 6, depends on how dirty it is, 6 to 20 times, you know? You just do it, keep on doing it until it's clean. Take the guide rod out. I'll do it one more time. And make sure you take that wire brush off first and then pull it back through the barrel. Well, that got a little messy, so I'll just clean it up a little bit. And clean off your table if you need to. Any lube, you know, that fell out of the barrel, got onto the table, just clean it up a little bit, keep everything neat. Alright? Now let's go on to the cotton swabs. Alright? We got all of the rough, you know, distorted stuff out of the barrel. Now let's go with the cleaning rod, with the patch, and push that through. Ooh. As you can see, it's still a little dirty. So I didn't do a very good job the first time. Now after I run that first pass through, I like to flip it. And now it's a clean side. And again, always chamber to muzzle. Got a brand new one right here. We'll do the same thing. Pass it through. See, you can see that it's coming out even cleaner with every pass. That's good. Now again, keep on doing it until it's clean, until you get no more dirt. Alright, it looks pretty good. Now that we finished cleaning out the barrel, if you look inside, you see it nice and shiny. Alright, that's perfectly clean. It's like a mirror you can look at yourself in. Okay, so we cleaned up all the parts of the Glock 23. Now we gotta lube it before we reassemble it. Now what I have is a syringe right here, filled up with some car oil, synthetic oil. That's what I use for all of my weapons, my rifles, my shotguns, and my handguns. And they work great. Very versatile. So I have this with a very tiny, I think it's a 20 gauge needle at the end, so I can get inside of the slots where I need to. Now I go by the 3, 2, 1 rule. Now on the slide we apply 3 drops. 1 on the rail, 1 on each side of the rails, and 1 right here, right in the middle. Now after I apply the drop in the middle, I like to use my finger and just move it around a little bit. Now be sure not to get it into the groove of the striker or in the front where the striker hits the primer. Okay, leave that dry. You'll see the wear and tear on the slide where you need to apply the lube. Any wear and tear that you see, that you visually can see, that's usually where you need to apply lube. Now this is where I applied the 3 spots of lube. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and that's all for the slide. Now for the barrel, we're going to apply 2 drops. 1 on the underside and 1 right here, right inside this little canal, this little groove. Alright, and 1 on the underside of the barrel. Just use your finger and move it around. And now for the one, we're going to use the one dot right on the trigger connector. If I can show you guys where the trigger connector is, it is right here. Right under the lip. And you're just going to use the gravity to let the oil go right down into the gun. Okay, so now that we lubed it up, let's put it back together and see how it is. This is the buffer tube, by the way, recoil buffer that I bought is an aftermarket part. I won't get too much into that. So, get the barrel, put the barrel in, get the spring guide rod, put that in, and that's it. There's the upper assembly. Put it back in, action it. And that does it. That's how I clean my Glock 23. Thanks.